Okay, so I need to condense. You want to be on the tape? A prom or something. All right. So I have to condense this into one logarithm, right? And I have three logarithms, and they're all of the same base. They're all of base e, right? Ln is log base e, correct? So I know if I'm condensing them, I can just write 1 ln and then make a big bracket here, and I'm going to put the stuff on the top, because a positive logarithm is going to go in the numerator, and a negative logarithm is going to go in the denominator. So this is a positive numerator. I have x divided by x minus 1. That's the argument there. Times this argument, x plus 1 over x. And this is a negative logarithm. So that one's going to go on the bottom, and that's going to be x squared minus 1. So I'm beginning to condense this logarithm here. Let's go a little bit further down. Well, one thing I can see, I need to kind of start simplifying this a little bit. And one thing I can see right off the top is that that x and that x are going to cancel each other out. Can you see that? Okay. So that's going to give me ln x plus 1 over x minus 1 divided by, let's make this a little bit bigger here, x squared minus 1. Now, I'm not allowed to have three-layer fractions, so I'm going to have to work on this a little bit more. But one thing that question, Emily? No. Sure. One thing that I see here is I have x squared minus 1, which is different to two perfect squares, right? So I can change this now to, let's make it a little bit bigger, ln x plus 1 over x minus 1 divided by x plus 1 x minus 1. Now I still got a three-layer fraction, so I got to figure out a way to make it into a two-layer fraction. The way you make a three-layer fraction into a two-layer fraction is you multiply the denominator by its reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply, in fact, I'm just going to kind of move this bracket way over to the side because it's all still a logarithm. But I'm going to multiply my denominator by 1 divided by x plus 1, x minus 1. And if I do it on the bottom, I got to do it on the top. 1 divided by x plus 1 over x minus 1. Because really what I'm doing is I'm just multiplying this expression by 1. Something divided by itself is 1. Still good? So my denominator here cancels out. And now I'm just going to multiply straight across. And I'm going to get x plus 1 divided by x minus 1 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. I just multiplied straight across. And lo and behold, x plus 1's cancel out, and I'm left with ln 1 over x minus 1 times x minus 1, which is the same thing as ln 1 over x minus 1 squared. Okay. Let's